Hi guys, Chantal here from Life Sorted, and in this video we're going to be talking about the importance of some me time, especially if you're a busy mum, and how you can go about getting some. So first of all, what is me time? It's kind of those few moments, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, more if you can manage it, which you dedicate to you. Simply you taking a break, you getting your head in order, you spending some time dedicated to improving yourself or just making yourself feel good. So why do we need this? Well, mums are particularly bad at prioritising themselves. The partner and the kids come up top, cleaning the house, doing your work, even the pets seem to come before mum. At least I'm pretty sure that's the same for most mums. We always seem to put ourselves bottom of the pack, and we just kind of like brush things that we need to do for us aside quite often, and that's really not very good for us. Having that me time can help you blow away the cobwebs, take a breather from the busyness of life, get your head in order, work things out. It's really good for mental health. Not good for mental health, I think it's needed for mental health. Sometimes you just need that time to switch off from the busyness and the chaoticness of life as a mum. Whether you're a working mum, a stay-at-home mum, a work-from-home mum, however, you will still probably have a list as long as your arm of things that you need to do and you need to keep on top of. And sometimes it can create a bit of that brain fog where you just feel like you're never getting anywhere. So having that me time can sometimes just give you those few minutes to take a step back, take a breath, and put stuff in order. And sometimes it is really, really needed, and it can make a huge difference to your day. Taking those few minutes out can help you recharge your batteries, work out what really is a priority, and put a plan in place. Quite often that me time also helps you to be you. Before you became a mum, you probably had time to read a book or a magazine, go to the gym, enjoy stuff that you enjoyed, watch TV, have a cup of tea that's warm. Then you become a mum, or you get married and you have a partner and you have a house, and suddenly you're trying to juggle being a million things at once. You're a mum, you're a nurse, you're a teacher, you're a cleaner, you're a chef, and the you bit, the real you bit, gets pushed aside a little bit. So having that me time can sometimes mean regaining that bit of the you that you've lost. Okay, so all that kind of sounded a bit negative. Don't worry, I've got some really great ways of managing to carve out that bit of me time that you really need, and things you can do during that me time to help you regain a bit of you. So here's a few tips on kind of getting some of that me time. First one's a pretty hard one. You gotta learn to say no. You have to learn to say no to doing everything for everyone. You cannot be available 24/7, 7 days a week to everyone around you. That's not just your family, you know, your friends, anybody. You can't keep saying yes to everybody, otherwise you will never get that me time that you want. Learn to delegate tasks, whether this means in work, even if you're self-employed. Sometimes taking on somebody to help you and delegating some of those tasks out can make a huge difference on your work-life / me time balance. If it's in regards to the house, delegate tasks. If you've got kids that are old enough to do stuff, start making them do stuff. Make them do stuff for themselves. That goes for the hubby or the partner as well. Delegate some tasks to them. Make sure they take on their fair share so it's not constantly just you doing everything. I'm pretty lucky. John does a lot of the housework, so I'm not going to claim that I do it all. So I got that bit okay. But then I do 90% of the childcare when he is at work. We are learning to kind of carve out some time in our own way to get this balance right. Start prioritising yourself. You're going to have to do it. So start putting yourself and your needs first. One of the best ways we have actually found to do this is actually to schedule time. So simple as me wanting to do these videos, I have to actually schedule time in our diaries to say, these 2 hours on this evening, these are my hours. You need to go out, entertain the child, not be here, whatever it is, so I can actually do my work. And if that's how it works, you schedule time for you. However you want to do it, find one evening a week where you say to the other half, you're looking after the kids tonight, I just need a little bit of time to do something for me. So, getting this me time, what are you going to do with it? There are a huge host of things. It can be as simple as taking 10 minutes out of your busy day to sit down and drink a hot cup of tea and flick through a magazine, whether you're interested in a trashy magazine or read a book, whatever it is that you want to do just to let you unwind and recharge your batteries, just take 10 minutes and do it. You could use this me time to invest in yourself and self-growth. Take an evening class, find something that you're interested in, whether it's a craft or a language or some sort of exercise. Find an evening class, schedule it in the diary so everybody else in the household knows during that time, that is your time and you are going to go do that class. Last week I started yoga class, and that is my hour and a half on a Wednesday where I get out of the house, I go do this class. It helps me calm, it helps me get that little bit physically fitter, but it helps me mentally calm my brain, recharge those batteries, relax and meditate, and it is wonderful. It helps kind of re-level the playing field for the rest of the week. If you've got a dog, or even if you haven't, go for a walk, get out in the open air. This can be a huge benefit to you. Obviously, if it is shockingly rainy like it is today, not so great, but getting out in the open air, feeling the wind, getting yourself all clear of all those cobwebs, clearing your mind can be a great benefit to you. So go for a walk, even if it's simply round the block or to the post office, to the local shop, whatever it is. Go out for a walk on your own, let your mind relax, or if you're a bit like me, maybe actually use that time to think of lists, prioritise, get stuff in order so you kind of know you're going to go out, you're going to have a think about something, then you're going to come back and you can be far more on the ball and far more ready to implement these tasks and get ahead of yourself for the next few days. If you don't want to spend that me time technically on your own, but you do want time to do something that you enjoy, make a standing date with friends to go for coffee or go for dinner, whichever it is. Even if it's a monthly date, put it in the diary, say on the first Monday of every month, you and your girlfriends meet up for dinner. You make it a standing date and it is kept like a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment for fear of death for missing it. Put it in the diaries. It gives you a chance to relax and unwind with some friends, have that me time and just kind of like be sociable again, which I think is another thing that mums sometimes miss out on. Schedule yourself hair appointments or manicures or pedicures or a massage. Make it, again, another standing appointment. You schedule it in the diary every 6 weeks or whatever it is that you know you're going to have that time. That 2 hours is yours and nobody else is allowed to bother you for it. Helps you kind of feel refreshed, feel like you're getting back to the yourself that you've kind of gotten out of the funk of being in. There is nothing better than being pampered by somebody else, coming out of the salon or the spa or wherever and just feeling a little bit more glamorous, a little bit more put together and a lot more yourself. And the last one's quite an easy tip, I suppose. If you've got little people, when you put them to bed, go to bed yourself. Go to bed yourself. Get into bed, turn on the TV, watch some trashy TV, read a book or a magazine, have a cup of tea, journal. Journaling is a good one for me. Just do something that is for you, something that you enjoy. Don't spend that time deciding to do the washing or the cleaning or start some work, which is usually what I do until 2 in the morning. But have some time for you. Get into bed and relax. Have that me time. Tell the other half that he's not allowed to come to bed with you for at least the next hour. For that hour, that is your time and you don't want to be bothered. As I said, journaling is a great one for a bit of me time. It helps you kind of get your thoughts in order, put down what has been mulling over in your head for that day, get it down on paper, think it through. So that me time kind of like helps you reflect a little. I've started writing a gratitude journal, so I think about what I've been grateful for that day. No matter how bad that day has been, I am 100% sure you can find 3 things. Doesn't matter how huge or how basic they are, but you can find 3 things that you were actually grateful for. Whether it was actually managing to drink a hot cup of tea, yeah, it's pretty rare when you've got an 18-month-old, or getting to meet up with some friends, anything like that. Put it down and then you can kind of see, actually today wasn't quite so bad as I thought it was. So mums, that is me time and why it is important for us. What do you do to get some me time? Or are you one of those mums that simply never dedicates time to themselves, never prioritises themselves? This year I'm kind of learning how to balance the whole work, home, mum, me time. It's taking a little bit of getting used to, a little bit of adjusting, but I'm hoping that managing to get this balance right, finding that little bit of me time, carving out that little bit of me time will help my mental health overall, make me a happier mum, a happier wife, and a happy mum and a happy wife usually means a happy child and a happy partner and a happier home in general. So it's really important that we do this for ourselves and dedicate some time to us. So guys, that's me for today. Give me a nice big thumbs up, hit subscribe to join the Life Sorted community, leave in the comments what is your favourite way to get some me time. Do you take an evening class or are you more of a book reader, trashy magazines, a little bit of Candy Crush, Disney emojis on the phone? Yeah, we all like that too. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.